Hey everybody, it's Matt here and welcome to our first video in 2023. Well, okay, the first video that's filmed in 2023. The last video that we put out was a bit delayed, so it ended up coming out in 2023. But this is a video that I did not think would happen. Recently, I actually went to go see the tree with my friend Deege, who you might remember, some longtime fans might remember from Super Sleepover and also from our Those Guys Play Let's Plays, the Seasons Let's Plays, they've been on there. And so we were just gonna go to the tree, have some food to eat, get some sushi burritos, and it was gonna be a lot of fun. But I realized that we had a lot of time to kill. So I had my phone on me, my Samsung Galaxy S10. I've actually talked about that a little bit when in regards to gaming over at our, not just our Game Time channel, but also going to be some stuff, if it's not there already, on our tutorial level channel. And so I thought about it and I was like, well, I don't have this camera with me because I just wasn't planning on filming. I was just planning on just hanging out. But we're going to go to the Nintendo store and I was like, what if I just film with my phone? And they were super cool about it. They were like, sure. And it was weird though because there was a bit of a line outside and I thought, oh, we're probably not going to be able to even get in. But I think it was just because of just COVID measures and whatnot. I didn't know if it was like a special day or anything. It seemed like no event was going on or anything like that. And so we got in, asked about it, and they were like, nope, sure, you can film just fine. So we're actually going to cut some of that footage that I'm going to try to stabilize as best as I can as I was holding it with sometimes with one hand. So let's actually get to that footage and check out the Nintendo store in January of 2023 right now. So I started filming on the first floor the second we walked in, and this is the first thing you see. Of course, going to be promoting Scarlet and Violet, and I want to apologize for some of the camera angles. I'm going to try to cut around. Deege is actually going to take the elevator upstairs. I think this is a great moment for me to actually take the stairs and see some cool things on the way, and I'm going to try to cut around, but there were so many people around. Hello, Toad and Luigi. You can also see outside, by the way, it's going from day to night, and there's so many people around, I didn't want to get their faces, because of course, they didn't want to be part of the video, so I'm going to try to cut around as best as I can. And as we're moving up the stairs, we can see this display here that is clearly inspired by Paper Mario, and it is just really cool. And there's some happy holiday decorations because of course we went earlier in the month. And now that we're on the second floor, we can see that Deege is right over there, and that is the elevator that they came out of. That's some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet promotion. There's some trash over there, clearly why you came to see this video, Nintendo Store trash. We can see Quaxley. Deege has love for Coco, which of course, there's Sprigatito right there, and I have yet to play Scarlet and Violet, but I have to say I am interested, even with everything I've seen online. Some of it actually made me want to play it even more, but still, and of course I love that good boy right there. Now, looking at the city out here, this is a beautiful view. Happy holidays again, of course, and it is just a fantastic view. If you have the chance to go to the Nintendo store, I would highly recommend doing it. I've been here a few times myself, not as much as I think I should, but I really do recommend it. So here is a glass display case with all different cards and figures and amiibos in here, and there's so many people wanting to see it, but what's really cool is these are people not just from around the world, but also of all ages, and that is just so cool to see around the store. And tell me down below if you spot anything that you have, or anything that you want. Speaking of things that I wanted to get some footage of Deege playing on something. And here's the thing, the Nintendo Store policy is when you're actually recording footage, you have to record someone playing. So I couldn't just record the Switch Lite. I just kind of looked at Deege and I was like, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you constantly kick my butt in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. So maybe a little bit of footage. Now moving more to the middle of the second floor, we can see here that there's a Pikachu statue, and the Nintendo Store put a sign. I've never seen one of these before. I'm wondering who made that a thing. The sign says, please do not touch, climb, or sit on Pikachu. And Deege has some thoughts about that.
I should be allowed to do that. They're halting my freedoms.
So behind the Pikachu, there's actually a bunch of Pokemon merch, and some of this stuff, not just plushies, but just other merch as well. And when you look at that freaking mug down there, oh my god, there is some merch here, and some of this stuff is limited, so you will never be able to get it again. Especially, oh my god, this Gengar. There is so much cool merch here. Oh, okay, that's why the pants are Pokemon. I was like, why in the hell are those Pokemon pants? And turning around, we can actually see, oh no, Gyarados bit Deege. Oh. So we have Pokemon from many different gens. If you see any of your favorites here, definitely shout them out. I just love the look on Magmar's face. And when it comes to some other merch here as well, getting a closer look at it, some of these actually look like it's, oh my god, these Pikachu, I don't know about all of them. I don't know if I want the ones that are sad. Why the hell would they sell ones that are sad? What the hell? Now we can see some other merch over here as well, some really cool figures and some keychains. What I find interesting, and I feel like I'm getting old, there are some socks that we're going to get to in just a sec. And I have to say they're, like, I kind of like these socks. Like, I genuinely wanted to pick up socks at the Nintendo store, which is, yeah, that's a thing. And there's some more merch as well. There's definitely a lot of cool stuff here if you're a Pokemon fan. If you're not, don't worry, there's going to be some other stuff as well. And by the way, the artwork up here as well, promoting Scarlet and Violet, of course. Haven't been to the Nintendo store in years, understandably why. I assume you can imagine why. And so looking at some of these cool designs and seeing them promote this game, I got to admit, it got me a bit more hyped than I would have thought for Scarlet and Violet. And looking at these, you know, these figurines and whatnot, it looks like a freaking, like a nativity center or nativity scene. I'm kind of sitting here and I'm just like, oh no, like, is that going to be our fine China when we're in our 80s? Let's stop thinking about the future and take a look at some more Pokemon plushies. Look at you, just an angry little god, just chilling, just being a god, and Jinx. And someone that I didn't catch before was Mario, and a piranha plant behind him and some warp pipes, just because of the way that we took the footage before. So that's actually really cool, and we can see the Animal Crossing section. Look at you. Oh god, that Island Time shirt. I would buy that. I would freaking rock that. And looking at some of these characters here, I actually don't know everyone's name. I remember the original GameCube game that I played with Anthony on the channel. I remember the DS game Wild World that I actually had when I was younger, but I don't remember all of their names. Oh god, a Pikmin section. That's not something I would have expected. Very plain line of Pikmin stuff. Huh. We nearly missed these Pikachus. I cannot believe there were all of these Pikachus here. They were a little bit farther, not in the Pokemon section as close as everything else was, and that's how we missed them. But my god, I cannot believe that they made these random Pikachus. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the last time I was here was actually for the Link statue reveal, and I actually recorded some footage and put it on the channel, which would mean that it was a long time ago. Also, the sign is there as well. I think Deege has something to say about that too.
They are encroaching on my rights. I should be able to sit on Link if I want to.
You know, speaking of Link, let's actually stick to the Link section. Again, still on the second floor. You can see that there's a Hey Listen shirt, and I love that plushie so much of a creature that I hate so much. I want to own it, but I hate it. And looking at this artwork up here, of course, again, Legend of Zelda inspired, I still need to beat Breath of the Wild. It captured me so much, but then I just got stuck doing everything else other than the main quest. So on the left hand side, we can see some cool stuff right here, some puzzles actually, which is interesting. And on the right hand side, not only are there more shirts, but there's plushies as what, wait a minute.
That's me. We're twins, it's the same. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's Deege. And that is a Hylian shield. Hello. Why did I not focus on that more? Go back to that. Me, go back to that. And now we can see the puzzles a bit better, and also a really cool mug down there as well. And some, that's a pillow. I want to hug that. I want to hug the hell out of that. Really wish I had came here with money. There's some Splatoon manga up there, and some characters from Splatoon that I don't know down here. A much smaller section compared to the Legend of Zelda section, with the Legend of Zelda manga up here, and also some compendiums, some guides, and whatnot. Yeah, the Splatoon section, obviously people love Splatoon, but there wasn't a lot of Splatoon merch here. My boy Kirby. Look at the little guy. Look at him. Oh my god, these are so cute. And here he is. Da-da-da-da. Freaking love this dude. And Samus, which we'll get to a little bit later, but we can see here Meta Knight and some more Kirby plushies as well. Definitely, again, not as huge as like, Legend of Zelda and Pokemon, of course, but still, though, I'm definitely a fan of him. Definitely a fan of the Kirby games since I was a kid, with Nightmare in Dreamland, the NES remake on the GBA. And then coming over here, we can see some Metroid stuff, franchise that I want to get into more, but I remember really enjoying Fusion back in the day. And we can see here that it leads us right back to the Pikmin stuff. And if we turn around, literally right around, we can see some Animal Crossing stuff. And I gotta say, like, I obviously know that people love Animal Crossing, but I did not expect some of the really cool stuff here, like the backpacks and whatnot. I expected a Tom Nook plushie, but the backpack, I was like, wait, really? And then right over here, even more Animal Crossing stuff as well, which I was like, wow, like, I didn't realize how much official merch was out there. Gotta be real with you. Every now and again, when I see some merch, from different Nintendo, different, like, franchises, I sit back and I'm like, is that official? It's probably not official. But here it is, some official stuff. Also, I mentioned Splatoon 3 not having much rep here, but I do want to say, though, that having this, I don't know the franchise, having this contraption here is actually really cool, so I'm happy that fans can get to see that when they come into the store. Now, moving along here, more Animal Crossing stuff from the looks of it, but damn, is it freaking cute as hell. And here we are, what you have definitely been waiting for, the wall of consoles. Now, here's the thing. Some of these consoles, you might be looking at them like, oh, are they, were they gotten used? I mean, some of them look a little, they look a little worn out. Well, that's what the light will do to it. From what I've been hearing online, apparently the light that Nintendo uses in this store actually does degrade the consoles over time. That sucks a lot. I'm hoping that they aren't working, that they're just hollowed out shells that they just printed. I mean, I'm going to assume that they're just freaking hollowed out shells, but yeah, it definitely does suck. And now we are on the first floor, right when you walk in, right where that original display was of Scarlet and Violet. We can see here that there's a bunch of plushies, of course, for Mario. You might have seen this video so far and thought, not a lot of Mario rep. Well, that's on the first floor. So you can see here a bunch of, t-shirts, mugs. What's really cool, I can't say this about everything in this store, but I can say that the mugs are actually available online. I wanted some free shipping for something that I got recently off of the Nintendo store, and I ended up not getting it, but I was thinking of getting it and actually getting a mug. And so at least that, you can confirm that if you're not in New York to be able to see this store in person, and that is a very interesting picture of Mario, very interesting t-shirt, but if you're not here in person, that's okay. You can still get a decent chunk, definitely not all, but a fair amount of these products on their website as well. So that's actually really cool. And I'm not familiar with that version of Yoshi. Oh my god, Diddy. Why the hell did I not pick up Diddy? I mean, I have a small Diddy Kong from when I was a kid. Why did I not pick up this version of Diddy? Oh my god, yep. Deege is actually considering picking this up. They are definitely our resident Wario. Now, looking at some more shirts here, these are the hats, by the way, which again, every time I see a hat in the wild, I'm just like, that's not an official Nintendo Store hat. I have no way to distinguish whether or not it's real or fake. I just look at the hats and whatnot, and I'm just like, you didn't buy that from the Nintendo Store. Oh my god. That is a Donkey Kong barrel. That is cute as hell. There is so much cool stuff here. We got Bowser. Oh man. And Junior. And of course these piranha plants, feed me, Seymour, feed me. Love them. They're so great. Don't feed them, by the way. Not like the gremlins, just, where it's like a certain time, just never feed them. Also, stare directly at the boo, be careful. These, god, there's so many. I wish they were puppets, but they are not puppets. They're just, cute little plushes. Goomba. Turning around, we can see that there's some Nintendo Switch accessories, which I'm not really super interested in, but they're here. Even more Nintendo Switch stuff. I pretty much have everything I think I need for the Nintendo Switch when it comes to accessories, not games. Amiibos, I'm super mixed on. I don't really, care much for them, but they look amazing. I love the quality, the craftsmanship of them. I don't really own that many myself. So we're gonna do a little bit of creeping right here to a Nintendo Switch display. which I gotta say I think is pretty cool. They're promoting Bayonetta 3, of course, and not really too much to the Switch display. It's just, you know, here is the Switch. I much prefer the 3DS display back in the day because there were just so many different variations. So, I mean, it's cool, but it's just not as cool as what was once there. Right next to the Switch display is some more Mario merch. That Mario up there talks, which I find fascinating. And behind all that on the wall is even more Mario merch. I don't have any of these, don't really have the desire to get them, but they're here if you like them. And by the way, turning things around, we can see the Super Mario Lego set, which I got to admit, this definitely tempted me. Going on the side here, even more Lego stuff that I think looks actually pretty damn cool. I gotta be real with you. Not really a big Lego person, but I think it looks cool. These keychains and plushies, though. Oh, I definitely should have picked up the Boo one. And Shy Guy right there. And the Super Mario Brothers Encyclopedia I've heard mixed things on. And back to that wall behind us, we can see some more Mario figures, some more sets, some more Goomba plushies. Huh, the Hot Wheels Rainbow Road? Oh man, I gotta tell Tristan about that. He used to be into Hot Wheels back in the day. Of course, we played Hot Wheels Turbo Racing on this channel. That's a cool guy right there. Limited edition. Deege did not like that joke. Now behind that mirror is a wall of Switch games. And look, I'm not gonna say it's not impressive. I'm just gonna say that I don't really care as much. And the reason why is because as much as I love the Switch, if I'm gonna pick up something from the Nintendo store and I don't go here that often, I'm definitely gonna pick up something a bit more unique than a Switch game. Speaking of things that are unique, hello. I did not have the cash at the time, but I heard someone ask up front if they could pick up a controller. And they said for the NES or for the Switch Online. I don't know if they wanted an N64 controller, but when I heard that, my ears perked up because I thought, wait, if there's no N64 controllers in stock online, does that mean that they have them in the store? And I didn't want to ask because I just didn't want to say, hey, do you have any? And then tell someone that I don't want it. So I didn't ask, but I am definitely curious if they might have them in stock. So I definitely recommend if you're in the store, ask. I'm sure Nintendo employees are going to love me saying that. Here's some more footage of Deege playing a game because there's some more kiosks on the first floor. This is Breath of the Wild, and Deege has no idea what they're doing. But this is Bowser, and he knows what he's doing. Yeah, he does. What? Also, by the way, he is where Donkey Kong used to be. For some reason, they still kept his barrel there. I feel like it's kind of rude. Just keep a dude's barrel there when you just remove him from the premises. But yeah, Donkey Kong, the statue was getting a bit old, and I think it was just breaking down. So last time I was there, I remember hearing that they were going to take it down or something like that, and well, they did. So I do think, though, that even though that did happen, Bowser looks pretty freaking cool here.
Well, they definitely can't tell me what to do with this one.
Okay. Now, right next to Bowser are some more t-shirts and hats. You know, these I definitely think that, you know, they look very touristy, but I would pick them up as kind of a memento. Again, like I mentioned before, much more than I would a Switch game. Also, here is a Mario statue right next to the stairs. You can see them behind it. Didn't get the chance to take a look at it before, and well, here we are. These Lego sets, by the way, are right near the cash register. Deege is paying for their items, and my god, that Bowser is freaking stunning. Jesus Christ, that just took me out of this whole thing. This is the exit. I'm sure you can guess what we're going to do here. Although I have to say, I really do enjoy the Pokeball doorknob. And now we're outside the store. It is around 6-ish at night. Of course, the sun has gone down, and the store looks fantastic. You know, I recommend coming to the store during the day, of course, but I gotta say, at night, everything just looks gorgeous. And this store, you know, it's a small little store when you really think about it, but they cram so much in there, and it just looks amazing, especially from the outside. So I would definitely recommend coming here, definitely around the holidays as well. And that about wraps up this video. So thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, please remember to like and subscribe. Love y'all, take care, and hope you tune in next time. So, I'll see you.